you're in it, like knocking the.
Period starting soon. Players are heading out now. All right, we're back here for the second period. Wolverines have a power play for the next 40 seconds. Clay entering the zone now. Holding the puck, good boys. He moves it down low. Dante Munger at the point. Moves it down to Carson in the corner. Up to the point, here's Moritz. Asher, back up to Moritz. Back to Asher. Down low. Play moving it to Asher again. 10 seconds left on the power play. Long shot, glove save. Face-off won by DePaul, but it's kept in the zone by Asher. Even strength now. DePaul gets their player back on the ice. Asher keeps it into the zone. The puck's coming out of the zone now. Here comes DePaul. They dump it in. Dangerous play in front of the net there. Asher with it. The high chip. Great high chip out of the zone. Puck's bouncing around, and puck sent in. Dante Munger wheeling wide. Toe drag doesn't work. Carson Lloyd between period had issues with his skates. He took a spill right there. I think he has an edge missing. At the point, the puck comes out. The late offside right now. Against the ball. And they forecheck, and DePaul is called for an offside. Neutral zone face-off here. Liam Hayes and Fair with Shane and Hutch, the Arizona D pair. Face-off to Shane. He tries to get it up to Hayes. The pass is a bit too far. On net to negate the icing, and the Wolverines are going to have an offensive zone face-off here. Shane and Hutch may look like brothers. They are not. Liam behind the net now, getting pinned against the wall. Hayes helping out, laying the body. Hayes gets cross-checked, but he gets right back up. Here's Liam now. The reverse doesn't go their way. Puck picked up again by Hayes. A great forechecking shift by the Wolverines. Puck doesn't get out. A great pinch by Shane Irelson. And he's pretends to go on the forecheck and then retreats back. Here comes DePaul out of the zone now. Long pass, hot DePaul. Wide shot. Goes high. Kept it at the point. Hutch going up the ice. Passed over to Hayes. A great tip into the zone as he forechecks. Hayes chasing. The defender spins away. Breakout pass goes out to the neutral zone. Great heads-up play by Will Friedman. Will with the great drop pass to Nick later. The long shot goes high. Here's Rivera with the quick shot. Will on a rebound. It goes just high. He was looking for the near side top corner. The puck was bouncing. A great hit by Bittner to keep the puck in. Here's Cody. Cody turning. Looking up the ice. Cody spinning, moves it up to the point. Couldn't be kept in. DePaul going for a change here. Ethan Bittner with a long pass. Chipped in. DePaul. The pass disrupted by the Wolverines. Puck kept in at the point by Ethan Bittner. Moved to Nick Leiter. The shot tipped wide. Nick Leiter first to the puck. He's going to move it up to the point. Will Friedman, the low shot, looking for a tip. Almost gets it. Luca Lazarus cycles it down low. He's battling along the boards and puts it down. DePaul now behind the net. They skate it up. Breakout pass. DePaul comes in 2-on-2. They chip it in, and the net comes off. The net came off quite easily there. The referee inspecting the net to make sure everything looks good. Shipped out by Blake. Here comes Carson Lloyd in. Shot deflected high out of play. Carson, Luca, Blake. Luca and Blake are roommates. As I mentioned before, Luca is celebrating his 21st birthday today as he keeps the puck in. Luca again on the forecheck, keeps it in, centering pass to Blake. A bit too high. Jack White didn't need a Moritz. Moritz looking for a long pass tipped in by Luca. Blake on the forecheck, the puck goes down, icing is raised off. Here comes the call, first on the puck. Jack White gains body position. Asher entering the zone, looking, a shot goes wide. Clay with another chance, doesn't work. Centering pass doesn't go to someone's tape. DePaul now trying to get it out. Kept in by Clay as he bodies a hit. Asher driving wide to the front of the net. The wraparound attempt blocked, taking inspiration from Clay's wraparound goal earlier in this game. Here's Clay now working hard as usual. Brandon Stabnik hard on the battle here. Kicks it out to Clay. To the point, stutter step by Moritz. He walks in, a great look, but the puck is deflected away. Touch at the point, brings it down low. And the puck is cleared out, no ice on the play. Great shift by the Wolverines. Long pass off the mark. It's gonna be an icing here. Great shot by the Wolverines there. Asher Connolly wanted to shout out his parents. He wanted to shout out Mrs. Klein and Mr. Connolly. Huge shout out to them from the Bay Area. A lot of California kids. We got Ethan Bittner, Asher Connolly. Great save by MJ off the faceoff. Flashes the glove off with a quick shot attempt by DePaul. As I was saying, we got Cody Nielsen, Asher Connolly, Ethan Bittner, all from California on the team. Offsides call against the Wolverines. Got the rookie line on offense. Freshman Liam McCarthy, Vanderwall, and Ace Millum all working together on forward. They scored a goal last night. It was Liam McCarthy behind the net. Big hit, the point against there. No icing on the play. The referee, the linesmen are very actively waving icing off in favor of DePaul. There with it, moves it to Dante. High chip. Here's DePaul entering the zone again. Offsides. Today's game was meant to be played outdoors in Clark Park. It was meant to be a Winter Classic game. However, due to warm temperatures in Ann Arbor, the ice was not suitable to play. So the game was moved here to the Arctic Coliseum in Chelsea, Michigan. DePaul into the zone now. bodied off by Moritz. Jack White initiates contact and breaks it out for the Wolverines. A great pickup by Cody Nielsen. He headmans it to Moritz. Cody with it at the point. He sends it down low. Jordan Rivera cycles it up to the point. No one's there. Nick Leiter's skating now. He cuts the middle, gets spun around. Cody cutting up the middle. A bunch of the ball players. The Wolverines come out with it in the end. Shift up to Cody. Goes to the middle. Intercepted by Nick Leiter. Here the Wolverines come now. Nick Leiter to Cody. Pass tipped and gloved down by the DePaul goaltender. Last year, there was a Winter Classic game between, I believe, it was between the Wolverines and Michigan Tech. That was the first weekend back from school last year. This year we play on in Chelsea. Face-off is won by Blake. Carson moves it to Hutch. Shot. A good low shot for a tip. Blake now battling down low. Luka comes to pressure. Justin keeps the puck into the zone. Luka Lazarus cycles it down to Blake. Back to Luka. Luka the shot! And a great save. Luka was looking to pick the corner. A great opportunity and a great save by the goaltender. I like the chances that Luka has been getting today. Maybe it's the birthday luck, but he seems to be finding himself in solid positions. Great passes by DePaul and score. After a good chance by the Wolverines, DePaul comes down. DePaul is coming down the ice 2-on-2. They made a move around the first defenseman. They passed it back door. And DePaul puts it in back door to tie the game at 3-3. Rushes have been the Achilles heel for the Wolverines. Wolverines are playing a great game in the offensive zone, but are giving up bad rushes, shooting well on the back check. Stadnick chips the puck into the zone. There's Clay hard on the forecheck. Will to shot from the point, rebound. The goalie kicks the net off. DePaul will not be allowed to change players here. Good to see Will Friedman shooting the puck here. He's having a very confident game today. Number 2. Asher keeps the puck in. Here's DePaul. They chip it out down the ice. Don cycles it down low. Put out into the corner by MJ. Here's Asher now. Getting up the ice. He loses an edge. Here's DePaul coming back in the bench in the middle. Shot goes wide. Kept into the zone by DePaul. Will Freeman with it now. Looking for his deep marker. Here is Dante Munder. Dante had a long pass. Get off the mark there. Here's Will Freeman. Dante chips it to Bear. Bear trying to headman the puck, it doesn't work. Hard pressure by the Wolverines. Paul evasive. Another big contact there. Physical game today. Here's Liam now. shot all the way down. Icing call. DePaul bench is not happy with that call. Linesmen are going to say they made a mistake on the icing call. And they're going to... I don't think that's the right call. I think the icing would have been the right call. Although the DePaul player crossed the top of the circles first, he was not in the correct end of the zone of the puck. Anyway, Wolverines play on. Puck chipped out. Hustling back his boards. Jack White supports. Puck can be broken up. One of the net. Rebound save made by MJ. A great rebound save after defensive lapse. Shot, another rebound save. A great sequence of saves by MJ. An unfortunate series of defensive breakdowns to the Wolverines, but MJ standing on his head to keep this game tied. Congratulations to MJ. Not only is he having an outstanding sequence here, he also netted an internship over the summer in Chicago. Great move by Cody Nielsen. He couldn't pick up the puck after, though. Cody again with it, moves it up to the point. D to D. Shane looking, puck's blocked. Over to Cody. Cody looking for Nick Leiter. Puck's a little far. It's a 3-3 game. 7 minutes and 45 seconds remain in the second period. Heavy battle here. Nick Leiter trying to cut to the middle. D to D. Cody Nielsen with a long shot. Goes just wide. Another long shot's blocked by DePaul. Cycled around. Nielsen pressuring. Laying the body. Setting the tone. Finally, an icing call the Wolverines have been waiting for. DePaul's not going to be allowed to change, but the Wolverines get fresh guys on the ice. Some great offensive zone pressure by the Wolverines. Carson Lloyd on the faceoff. Puck's chipped down the ice. Ethan Benner retrieving it. Here's Carson now. Fast crossovers. His skates continue to be an issue today. And behind the play, Ethan Benner's helmet has come off. There's a skirmish behind the play. Power play, we'll see what the call is. Carson Lloyd's been having problems with his skate all day today. The pro shop's been closed, so he's been unable to get his skate sharpened. Ethan Bittner is in the box for the Wolverines. I expect that DePaul will receive a matching penalty. The referees told Ethan Bittner to go back to the bench, I believe. 5-on-5 hockey, no penalties assessed after that sequence. Carson Lloyd with it now. He moves it over to Luka. Luka over to Jack White. Jack White scores! A beautiful play. Carson Lloyd, fast pass over to Luka Lazarus. Sends it over to Jack White, who makes no mistake putting it over the glove. Jack White from Jackson, Michigan. It is not a coincidence. I mean, Jack White has been outstanding this season. I think he's really grown physically as a person and also in hockey. He's matured into his role. He's a lot more physical this season and is really taking command of the defense now, really setting the tone for the rest of the defensive units with his solid play. See him contribute offensively too. He joined the rush. That's what the coach was talking about in the locker room. He joined the rush and finished the play. Asher now, great pass to Clay and a great save by the DePaul goalie. Another great chance off the rush for the Wolverines. Here's Clay again. Clay curls back. Clay is such a good, hard-working player. Good off the puck, good on the puck. Jack White keeps it in. A late hit by DePaul goes unnoticed. We play on. Up to the point now. Jack White goes over. Morgs wheeling to the middle. He moves it down low. Clay battling. Here's Nick Leiter on the ice. Morgs at the top. The shot deflected. DePaul shoots it down. Icing on the play. DePaul can't change. Wolverines gain the puck. A really hard forecheck off the draw by Cody Nielsen. The shot's blocked. Here's Jordan Rivera, sends it down to the corner. Shane Arlson forechecking, and he stops the rim attempt. Nick Leiter now moves it to the point. Long shot just wide by Rivera. Puck battle along the boards. Here's Justin Hutchinson with it. Hutch cycles it to Jordan Rivera. The centering pass, the puck's bobbling in front. Wolverines can't put it away. DePaul can't get the puck out of the zone, but a blocked shot will send the puck to the neutral zone. DePaul desperately needing a change here, a high stick. Wolverines will get to the puck first. This dominant shift will continue. Another clearing attempt by DePaul, unsuccessful. Tony Nielsen now on the half wall. Looking across. Nick Leiter with a great chance. Save made by the DePaul goaltender. This goalie for DePaul has been playing great these past few games. Wolverines doing everything they can to score. Cycle down to Cody. Cody cutting to the middle. The long shot goes just wide. DePaul shoots the puck down. Another icing. A very long shift for these DePaul defensemen. They've been out here 2 minutes plus. The Wolverines are going to put fresh legs out and try to continue this dominant sequence. 4-3 is the score. 4 minutes left in the second period. We have the rookie line, the freshman line. Great shot by Liam. The puck's bouncing around. DePaul finally trying to clear, but Liam says no. Give me that puck. There in the high slot. The shot, the rebound, bouncing around. Wolverines can't put it in. Here's DePaul now. They're going to look to finally get the puck out and get a change. A good move at the point. Here's DePaul coming down. The shot goes high and wide. DePaul finally gets a change. They have fresh legs out. Will Freeman clears the puck down, and here is Liam McCarthy, first on the puck. He stops up. Puck on the wall. Here's DePaul coming down. Here's a 2-on-1 developing for DePaul. DePaul moves it over. The puck doesn't make it. The Wolverines have let up 3 or 4 2-on-1s this game. Not part of the game plan. They're going to have to address that. Behind that battling is Dante Munger. He gets spun around, battling in front. Hayes centers it over to Liam. The drop pass doesn't work. Puck's kept NJ. Battling on the half wall. Oh. Here's Liam now. Liam getting pressure. And DePaul gets the puck away. A trip coming up, or perhaps something worse against the Wolverines, the late penalty. And the DePaul players on the ice, he appears to have some type of injury. The training staff will tend to him. I couldn't tell if it was a slash or a trip. I believe it was a trip and the player fell awkwardly. Referee, I believe, called a cross-check to the ball player getting up, skating off on his own weight. Looks like some type of upper body injury. We hope he's okay. 2-minute penalty for the Wolverines. I apologize. A 5-minute major against Liam McCarthy, I believe, for cross-checking. So the Wolverines will go shorthanded for 5 minutes here. 2 minutes left in the period. Wolverines lead 4-3. DePaul scored once on their first power play of the game. They scored about 5 seconds into the power play. Wolverines clear. This is a huge penalty. DePaul skating up with it now. DePaul actually in the zone. Someone pass. Picked off by Morris. Player's going to attempt to clear the puck, but it's kept in. Gets the puck taken away out of the zone and a potential high stick. They call it. The face-off is going to go into the DePaul defensive zone. Carson Lloyd, Cody Nielsen with Shane Adelson and Will Friedman penalty killing for the Wolverines here. Minute 30 left in the period. Puck kept in. Carson to forecheck on the penalty kill. Here's DePaul now. DePaul trying to enter the zone. A lot of pressure by the Wolverines. DePaul moves it over. Plenty of contact behind the play. Wolverines current attempt doesn't work. Shot by DePaul, save the rebound, problem in front. MJ covering to make a save, the puck's deflected out of play. 53 seconds remain in the period. Nick Leiter, Jordan Rivera go out for the Wolverines to kill. Lawrence Lostin and Jack White. Wow! Face-off won by DePaul, but Morris takes the puck, shielding him in the corner. DePaul brings it around to their own point. Pressure at the point is kept in. Here's the golden opportunity now. At the point now is DePaul. They shoot it into the zone. Jordan Rivera pressuring on the half wall. Nick Leiter with a great hit. DePaul wanted a penalty. Chipped out 18 seconds. Here's Rivera with the shot. Goes just wide. Nick Leiter now laying the body. Nick Leiter, physical presence. DePaul is going to hold the puck for the last 2 seconds of the period. That'll do it for the second period. Score after 2 periods of play is Wolverines 4, DePaul 3. 2 minutes 45 seconds left on the penalty. Once again, sorry for the inconvenience, but we're going to have to pause the live stream during the intermission. I'll see you guys again in about 12 to 15 minutes for the third period of play.